So welcome. So we want to talk about creating a business in Introduction to Business class. So with this one, create a business, couple things. I want to tell you a little story. So envision this. Somebody decides after taking this class that they're going to combine their two greatest passions. That is cleaning and taking care of the lawn. And they got a great name for this. It's called Mops and Mores. The greatest business idea there ever was. So we'll just call him Johnny. Johnny opens up beautiful palace, Mops and Mores. On the bottom row, all the different types of mops, from Swiffers to the regular one with the rag ends, all the way to the X3 2000. Okay, and the XJ 2000. And that is just the top of the line mop there is. And then on the top section, up above, all you can see, beautiful lawnmowers. You got the Lawn Boys, Toro, Yardman, just everything up there. And it's beautiful. And it's sparkling, all clean and white. And you walk in and there's like a disco ball up on the top, and it's just like awesome. Everything is there, it's great. Well, one day, former classmate of Johnny comes in. This person we'll say is Bobby. So Bobby comes in. And Bobby, think about it. Bobby's not the tallest guy in the world. Bobby's like 5'6". And the reason he's in is his wife said, Bobby, you need to clean the yard, and you need to, mow the grass and everything. And our lawnmower is not very good. Go get a new one. Plus, get me the newest mop. I want the XJ 2000. So Bobby's like, well, I remember my friend Johnny, has this, so I'm going to go check out his business. So he walks in, and Johnny sees him. He's like, Bobby, what's up? They give some high fives, everything. There's no COVID at this time. And they go and, Johnny's like, hey, look around. We have the best stuff. Talk to me if you have questions. So Bobby's like, okay, he's going to do that. And he's looking around, and he sees all the different mops and everything, and goes and he sees the one, and then he looks up and he sees glittering in the spotlight the lawnmower that he wants, and it's beautiful. And he's just like, oh my God, I gotta have it. Well, he's trying to tippy toe, and he's looking up, and he can't quite see on the ledge. So he grabs the mop, puts it under, tries to pull out, and lo and behold, lawnmower comes, boom, falls on him. What do you think is going to happen? Yes, he is going to try and sue Johnny for his injuries, which are pretty extensive. And guess what? He's going to win. Now, one thing Johnny didn't do is he didn't have enough insurance for his business. And Johnny, doing this whole business, he was what is called a sole proprietorship. One owner. There's a bad thing with having a sole proprietorship. It's easy to start. Most businesses created are sole proprietorships, but it's normally the easiest to fail. There are some advantages though. You get all your money. The decisions are yours. You make the decisions. You set your hours. You're going to get more of the profits. Now, some cons or drawbacks, you may not work, you're probably going to work long hours. You can't bounce ideas off anybody because it's your decision. And the biggest con is something called unlimited liability. This falls under Johnny's situation here. So he gets sued for $1 million. He needs to now liquidate, which means get rid of all his inventory to pay off this because he didn't have enough money. So he goes and he has $300,000 of mops and mowers. He didn't own the building, he was renting that. With a sole proprietorship, to sue, they can come and get his personal bank accounts. He may have to sell his house, things like that. So a big con is unlimited liability, okay? That's the first type of business ownership, something called a sole proprietor. Now, the second type is a partner. And that's a partnership. Partnership is two or more owners. Okay. Now, about 2 years later, Bobby goes and kind of makes up with Johnny a little bit and goes, that Mops and More's idea was great. I think with a few things and I can put some money into it, let's open a partnership, restart the business. So Johnny's all in. And Bobby's like, you know what? I'll put some money in, but you kind of, you know what to do to fix a store and everything, so you go ahead and do that. So Johnny's like, yeah, I got it. He goes and does it. And, a little while later, it's beautiful, looking good. So Johnny was like, the last time the mower fell on him, I'm going to make sure there's a cable that goes across, and that'll make it safe. So a little while later, kind of same situation. Another classmate comes in, Marcus comes in, and same situation. He's trying to look at the mower. So now he has one of those moving ladders. He kind of scurries up the ladder, falls off the ladder, gets hurt, sues the company for $1 million, wins. For some reason, Johnny didn't really up the insurance, and he didn't put the mowers on the bottom. He kept them on the top, not sure why. So now they're going to go after both the partners because it has the same biggest con, unlimited liability. Now, what are the other cons for a partnership? Well, you may have to share profits. What if you and a partner don't get along? That's a thing. Another thing, your hours or the workload could still be uneven. Now, what are some of the pros? You may work less. You have somebody to bounce ideas off. Maybe you're stronger in one section, like hiring and firing and organizing, where the other person is stronger in people skills. Okay? So those are the things that you have to kind of think about. Okay? So with this unlimited liability, your personal assets. So now Marcus's company, for his lawyer, will be able to go after Johnny and Bobby to kind of get their money. So no matter which one has more money, they can go after it unless you had certain stipulations in your partnership agreement. Okay, so be aware of that. Now let's talk about the business itself that you're going to do in this creative business assignment. First thing, you need a name of your business. Again, keep all this school appropriate, but with your name, it's kind of dependent how you want to do it. You can have your name be something very recognizable for your product, like say you open a smoothie and soup shop. Billy's Smoothie and Soups, pretty simple. But if you pick one that says Epic or Epic Food, people may not know what it is, so be aware your name's important, but if it doesn't exactly say what the product is, you need to have some type of way to do that, okay? You want to have, the other thing is your jobs. Now this is not for you and your partner, but in the sense, we'll talk about that first. You and your partner, we want the jobs, and if you watch the other video, it tells you the kind of things, who's managing and so forth. The other part is, what are the jobs for your workers? What are they going to do? Okay, remember, how long you're open is important as far as hours of the day, because you can't work every day 10 hours a day. I mean, you could, but that's going to be really tough on you physically and emotionally and everything. So be aware of stuff like that. One of the assignments now is you're going to create a billboard. Now, when you're driving down the road, billboards on the side of the roads, they're usually big. Think about it. You can't have too many words on a billboard because you're passing it. Now in Oregon, on a freeway, you're passing it even downtown, you're going at an okay rate of speed. You don't have time to really look and read a lot. In a bigger city, LA, San Francisco, Portland, Seattle, maybe your billboard, you don't go fast past it as much as down here. But again, you still need to catch your attention pretty quick. So it's going to be a combination of words, pictures, the information you want, but it's an attention grabber. Maybe telling about your business, where it is, how to get there. Maybe a phone number, an address, maybe it's the next exit, but something pretty simple, okay? And then the last one is a logo, okay? You want your logo to be recognizable, like the Nike swoosh. Pepsi, I'll show you the Pepsi, okay? There's their logo. For my marketing class, we have this, okay? That's my marketing logo, all right? So when you think about things, look at that. If you're like, man, I'm not too sure, and I said this in the other video, there's logo generator. You can just do a search for that. You can combine some pictures. You can draw it, whatever way you can do it, but kind of make it something that's unique and ties back to your business, okay? And you don't want it too complicated. Most times logos are pretty simple, all right? Okay, have fun with this. After you've watched this, if you have questions, you're gonna check back in and we're gonna work on that. All right, create a business.